Heading into the woods alone at night can be scary enough. But what if you ran into something or someone you really didn't want to? Tonight, we're looking at 6 of the creepiest camping encounters ever caught on camera. These stories might make you think twice before wandering into the forest by yourself again. Let's get right into the first unsettling encounter. Followed? Meet Lamar, the creator behind the YouTube channel Paranormal Discovery. He's known for exploring places with spooky reputations, from haunted buildings to forests filled with strange legends. His videos take you along as he investigates these eerie spots on his own, capturing the tension, fear, and strange events that unfold. In this episode, Lamar sets out to explore a forest near the old Unica gold mine, a place tied to Bigfoot sightings according to the Bigfoot Mapping Project. The area is known for its creepy history and mysterious creatures, where local stories often blur the line between legend and real-life terror. Armed with his gear and joined only by his loyal dog, Kia, Lamar plans to hike deep into the forest now that the snow has melted. He's hoping to find signs of Bigfoot activity, but he's also keeping an open mind in case any ghosts decide to show up too.
Everybody, welcome back to another scary, haunted, Yeti, Sasquatch night. I really don't know what to call it, but we do know that there are some sort of cryptid sightings or encounters that go on here. Now, this is the spot where Chelsea and I did a little bit of Bigfoot hunting and even researching to the Bigfoot encounters that people have had in this said forest. Now, according to the Bigfoot Mapping Project, there are 2 encounters here in this said forest, and we're gonna be today, Key and I don't know where she is. What's up, Key? Oh, you're stuck? Key and I today are gonna be taking on the Unica gold mine.
According to the Bigfoot Mapping Project, there have been at least 2 separate sightings in this exact area. Today, it's just Lamar and Kia heading toward the Unica mine to see what they can find. But the trip doesn't start smoothly. Lamar notices one of his tires is low on air, possibly from a bad plug, and he has to stop to re-inflate it before continuing.
So before we get going up there, I'm a little bit short of PSI on the tire. I just had this baby plugged. So one of the plugs in this one is bullshit. I gotta bring it back. Oh my God, it's 27 PSI. It's supposed to be at 35. There we go, 35. Yeah, I gotta bring this back into the shop there. They guaranteed me that it wouldn't leak. I don't know if I can even see it from here. I do have a plug in there, but anyways.
After fixing it up as best he can, he continues the drive, which only gets rougher. The road becomes rocky and uneven, and Lamar begins to worry about how tough the terrain is getting.
Whoa! That is bumpy. It's all right, Kiki, we got this, right? In this together? Whoa! Jesus! Yo, we were like sideways right there. Okay, hold up, Key, hold up. See, I don't remember it being this rocky, man. Man, I'm telling you, I do not remember it being this rocky. Like, it's insanely rocky. I think maybe because we came in the winter time.
Despite the rough start, he pushes on, heading deeper into the woods, and into whatever strange things might be waiting for him there. Into the forest. Lamar quickly realizes something is different this time. As he drives deeper into the woods with his dog Kia, the road becomes rougher than he remembers.
With the research that we've done here, I've been so intrigued by it. Like having my own experience out of the blue, I think it was cryptid related, but even just like the other stories here, everything combined, really got to me. One of those locations where you just know something's there, but you can't pinpoint it.
Despite the harsh terrain, Lamar presses on. He's drawn to this place, not just by curiosity, but by a deep feeling that there's something out here, something he can't quite explain.
No way. It's flooded. What the? How are we gonna turn around? Okay, so thankfully I got this thing turned around, but we have a bit of an issue.
With that, the hike begins. As they set out on foot, Lamar points out the stunning view around them, the untouched Canadian wilderness.
All right, big shouts out to the Kingsguard backpack. This is a full-on hiking backpack. I even got the vest tucked in there. So we're all locked up. Let's do this. Wow, what a view. This is like a postcard though. Yeah, I bought this bag, this hiking bag, so I could lug like 3 to 4 times more as much stuff.
Lamar also explains that he's filming the beginning of the hike on his phone to save the GoPro's battery. The handle for my GoPro was a charging handle, but it broke during one of my last investigations, he says. It actually happened during the night I stayed at that skinwalker cabin. I guess about 6 videos ago now. But shortly after hitting the trail, a strange feeling sets in. Lamar describes the sudden and intense sensation of being watched.
You're good, okay? So I am starting this video off on my phone. It's kind of a funny story with it all. Now the handle that I had to the GoPro was a charging handle, and that broke the last time well, really not the last time, I guess like maybe 6 videos ago when I went to that skinwalker cabin and I stayed the entire night. I accidentally broke it on that night. So I'm trying to preserve the battery to the GoPro as much as possible because I don't have a battery pack. Feel really weird though, like really weird. Something weird is in the air tonight.
But more than battery life is weighing on his mind, he can't shake the strange feeling in the air. It just feels weird, really weird. Something's off tonight. That uneasy feeling deepens when he stumbles upon something completely unexpected, an old crumbling car crash site in the middle of the woods.
Yo, what is that? Yo, that's a car seat. Yo, there's a bunch of car parts. Couches over there. Man, all of the parts are just everywhere. All right, Keith. Yo, there's a full-on car down here.
Lamar tries to figure out how the vehicle got there. Was it an accident or just an old dumping site? Maybe it's from the late 60s or 70s, he guesses. I can't tell. If any of you are car people, let me know.
Crash, I guess? I don't know if it was a crash or an old dumping grounds. Wow. This is epic. Yeah, I don't even know what this would have been. This was probably late 60s into the 70s. No, it doesn't say anything. I don't know if you guys can kind of tell by the, if you're car people, let me know. There's a suitcase down there. Yeah. Maybe an old Chevy? I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think there's any logos. Could be an old Ford, maybe an old Chevy.
It's a strange and eerie sight, the kind of discovery that raises more questions than answers. Back on the trail, Lamar reflects on the unique challenges of Sasquatch hunting.
Purpose of this video was to just see if we can find any Bigfoot evidence. Let's go. If not, that's totally okay. You know, the one thing about doing this Sasquatch hunting stuff, it's such a different type of hunting. You know, like it's so difficult to really hunt for this stuff when it really is still so undiscovered, right? Like you can hunt for ghosts. It's pretty easy to just straight up hunt for spirits, but yeah, and usually people set the bar so high. They're like, oh, a Bigfoot video, let's click on it, expecting to see evidence of Bigfoots or Sasquatches. Now, you can't set it that high because it's really rare to me, first of all.
As they continue hiking, something makes Lamar stop in his tracks. He swears he hears a voice in the distance.
Yo, I swear I just heard a voice. I only have the lav mic on right now, so I swear I just heard like someone talking.
His unease grows. The deeper they go, the stranger things seem to get. He starts noticing broken trees, oddly splintered, bent, or stripped. Some even look chewed up.
So we got our first clue. That could be natural, but you never know in this world. The hell? Why are these all in such weird conditions? Just a bunch of weirdness. Like even back there, some of the trees are chewed up.
No. The trail winds past more twisted trees and eventually leads to a clearing near an old stone wall. As Lamar steps into the open space, memories come rushing back. Specifically, a terrifying moment from a past trip.
Outside of the winter time, I think this is where I was supposed to go. Yeah, look. First times ever coming here in the winter is Chelsea and I heard this strange freaking dog howl. It was like this raging, aggressive, like really aggressive sounding like a coyote mixed with a dog. It would have easily been over 120 pounds. Whatever animal that was, easily over 120. It was yapping. It's like attacking something. I've never heard a thing like that in my life.
He recalls a loud, aggressive howl, not like any normal animal, but something that sounded disturbingly dog-like. He's heard of dogman sightings before, and this place made him wonder. The sun is dipping lower, and the woods are starting to close in. Something is watching. Something is near.
Yo, look at the destruction here. Whoa. You guys have seen our Bigfoot series, man. In between trees. It's so odd how it does that. It's weird how, like the majority like this, jammed in between two trees, ripped completely out of the ground. Look at that. Like, look at this. In between those two trees, even this, placed, just like that. Placed.
Lamar continues recounting a disturbing moment he and Chelsea experienced during a previous winter trip to this very location. We heard this strange, freaky howl, like a dog, but not, he says.
A whoop, a very faint, distant whoop. Just whoop. It would have been way over there.
That memory lingers as he moves through the forest, where even the trees seem to hold secrets. Lamar comes across more odd signs, trees twisted, snapped, and placed in unnatural ways.
I think this is where we're gonna set up camp for the night. We're not gonna stay the full night, but maybe make a bonfire. Dude, what the hell? There's even like a little stone foundation here. If anyone's into mining, I'm just gonna hop into the bonfire just because it's really hard with her. I wanna keep an eye on her, but also like, I wanna make sure I can set up my bonfire area before it gets dark. I did a bit of quick thinking, a little change of plans. It's really weird right now because I'm seeing like all of this different stuff that I didn't get to see in the winter time. I guess the snow is over top of it. It's actually really crazy because I have no idea if this was a dump. I have no idea what this is. I'm seeing a lot of like man-made structures, foundations and stuff that I didn't see in the winter time. So I'm kind of stoked that like maybe there's something here that still kind of resonates. Maybe it's a haunting, maybe it's a place where Bigfoots go. I don't know, but this is where I'm gonna be for a bit. Maybe we'll go down the path in a bit, but I'm gonna start making the fire and
As he begins gathering firewood and setting up his space, the weirdness continues. He hears what sounds like off-road vehicles or ATVs nearby, but sees no one.
it's weird. I'm hearing like off-roading vehicles, ATVs, I think, but no one's coming up. It's kind of weird.
Finally, with the fire lit and the sky darkening, Lamar pulls out a familiar tool, his spirit box. It's time to try communicating with whatever might be out there. Let's see what happens, he says.
He explains how it works. This device lets me hear voices from the spiritual realm. If there's an entity out here, it can talk through this. Right after explaining that, the spirit box seems to respond with a clear word. Cool.
What's that device?
Now that device is a box where I can hear voices from the spiritual realm. So if you're a passed on entity, you can talk through that and it will... Holy shit, it literally said cool. I'll show you guys that.
Mom,
Oh man. Yo.
generosity.
Literally said cool right after I explained that.
Encouraged by the response, he continues asking questions. He begins to receive what sound like names. Marianne, Katie, Sarah, and even Gertrude. Are you connected to the old mining town around here? I'd love to know, he asks. Then chillingly, a voice from the box says, please be careful here.
Katie and Sarah.
A maze.
Are you a part or connected to the gold mining town here? I'd love to know. Marianne.
Please be careful here.
Please be careful here. Okay. Appreciate that. What's that?
Gertrude.
I remember how I died. And Gertrude.
Something is out there. Just as things get intense with the spirit box, Lamar hears a distinct noise, the snapping of branches somewhere nearby.
What the f was that? I just heard branches snapping. Good girl. Good girl. Hello? I heard snapping from behind.
The atmosphere quickly shifts. Lamar describes a heavy, overwhelming feeling that settles over the area, like something has arrived.
I don't know what this feeling is. I don't know what this feeling is. It's crazy. Like it just got intense. Like either an animal's with us, like a bear or a coyote, or it's a Sasquatch. Like straight up. Like I'm not joking. Like my emotions are starting to run high. I'm starting to feel like something here is getting hostile. Kia's been sitting down, looking into random parts of the forest. It's trippy, to be honest. I'm starting to think that this is not an area that happened naturally. I just have it in my gut. Something here occasionally comes, and this is its habitat. I don't know. It could be a bear, for all I know, but...
Then the spirit box speaks again. Go through here. Location. Lamar pauses. I don't know what it means by go through here, but it doesn't feel right. That's the final straw. He decides not to risk it. I'm putting the fire out. We're heading back.
Where? Go through here? I don't know where it means. Go over where? Let me know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put this fire out. I'm gonna start making my way back.
Location.
The hike back. As Lamar and Kia make their way out of the woods, the feeling of tension doesn't let up. More noises come from the trees. Something is moving, but he still can't see what.
Making our way back, okay? So I'm officially on my way out right now. I keep hearing something in here. Now keep in mind, I don't think I'm gonna film the whole way out, but I might keep it recording just so it can document anything that could possibly happen.
Then Kia suddenly freezes and refuses to follow Lamar into a certain section of the trail.
Hello? What the? Yo, it's creepy as hell, man. Someone over here? Or something? But something's here. Something is legitimately in front of me. I just can't see it, but I can hear it. Wow, that's weird. You don't want to go with me? Yeah, something's back there. She didn't want to follow me. All right, babe, let's go. Let's go.
With each step, the fear becomes more real. Something or someone might actually be following them.
It really does feel like there is a beast or something that lives out here.
As Lamar returns to the site of the abandoned car, he spots something that sends chills down his spine. Glowing eyes staring at him from the darkness near the wreckage.
Where that abandoned car is. Yeah, it's down there. Oh, I see ice though. See that? It's glowing. I'm zoomed in the max that it can go. It's straight up glowing.
This moment only deepens the uneasy feeling Lamar's been having. He describes it as if something is watching them, like they're being hunted. As an empath, he trusts his instincts and believes they are in danger.
Something is looking at us. Like it's Trip. I'm coming, baby. I don't know, for everyone that's new, I'm an empath. I've developed this ability over the span of like probably 15 years, well before I started the channel, and yeah, it's become really strong. I've learned to trust my gut. I'm just getting a weird feeling. It's very hostile.
Once safely back at his vehicle, Lamar reflects on the night. He admits he didn't accomplish what he'd planned due to the late start and how tense the atmosphere felt. Still, the night was intense. From the strange noises and eerie vibes to the spirit box responses, his dog Kia's behavior, and those glowing eyes, it all points to something truly strange, maybe even dangerous, in that forest. He believes this place needs more investigation, ideally with backup, because the hostile presence was impossible to ignore. This experience shows just how unpredictable and unsettling it can be to explore places tied to cryptid sightings and paranormal stories. The strange sounds, odd environmental signs, his growing anxiety confirmed by Kia's reactions, the spirit box messages, and finally, the glowing eyes. All of it paints a clear picture. Something unknown is out there, and it doesn't seem happy to be found. Lamar's experience is a chilling reminder of the risks faced by solo explorers. The big question is, what exactly is lurking in the Unica gold mine woods? Could it be energy left behind from its mining past? Territorial spirits? A cryptid like Bigfoot or Dogman? Or maybe even all of the above? Whatever it is, it's aware, it's watching, and it doesn't want company. Lamar left with a deep feeling of unease, and a warning for anyone else who dares to venture into the shadows. He's still shaken by what happened, and something tells him this is just the beginning. Hold on tight. Things are only going to get darker from here.
Meet Lomar, the fearless creator behind the channel Paranormal Discovery. He captures real, raw moments as he explores haunted forests and forgotten places completely alone. From strange sounds to things you can actually see and touch, Lomar takes his viewers right into the middle of it all. His honest reactions and solo adventures show just how unpredictable and scary these investigations can be. But none of his past experiences would compare to what he faced in the infamous Dagger Woods. Lomar heads out for another wild camping trip, this time completely solo, in Dagger Woods. If you're from the area and into the paranormal, you've definitely heard about this place. It's said to be one of the most haunted forests in the entire province.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another wild camping excursion. We're back here at Dagger Woods. This is one of the most severely haunted forests that literally rages through the entire province. Like, if you're a paranormal addict down here, like I am, like if you're obsessed with the stories here and like all of the haunted stuff that revolves around the province, you would know that Dagger Woods is one of the most haunted. And they say
He talks about the forest's dark energy and how, the more he visits, the more convinced he is that something non-human might live there. I really feel like this could be Wendigo territory, or maybe even a Sasquatch or something else we can't explain.
because of one thing, and I'll get into the history more, but the more we come here, the more I actually feel like this is Wendigo territory. I'm almost certain that there is some sort of Wendigo here, if not like a Sasquatch or a certain cryptid. If I'm being real with you guys, this is one of the most scariest and most disturbing spots I've ever been to.
Even though he's done this before, Lomar admits this is one of the most disturbing places he's ever explored. This time, it's just him and his loyal dog, Kia. His plan? Set up camp, make a fire, and face whatever comes. He shares the chilling backstory that gave Dagger Woods its name. Years ago, a man murdered his wife using a pearl-handled dagger. After the killing, he ran straight into this forest and was never seen again.
So here lays the story of a man, and this man, he actually murdered his wife in cold blood with a pearl dagger, ran off into Dagger Woods, hence the name. He ran off into this exact forest to never be seen again. But
Locals say they still hear screams and howls at night, Lomar explains. Some believe the man's spirit is still here, maybe even taken over by something evil. According to family members and locals alike, his body was never found, But the strange noises people hear, the screaming, the growling, the way animals avoid the area.
By the locals, by his family, by anybody. And they say people have actually, since the day, it's really weird, but if you look into the story, they hear like this howl, this cry, this screech. And I think we've actually heard this man before, but not in this area, in the other part of Dagger Woods. But they say that it's that guy. Some people, I don't know whether this is true or not, but some people have actually went as far as saying like his spirit was like taken over by an entity in this forest already. He became this like weird transforming creature, like a skinwalker or a wendigo or something along the lines of that. They say his soul was taken over by something here and it lays in this forest still to this day. The ghost stories have went as far as like hearing howling, screeching, unexplained yelling, crying, and it's loud. It's like a belch throughout like the trees and everything. So you can like kind of imagine how creepy that would be being in a forest and you just hear this like belching man or this creature or this entity just kind of...
That creepy backstory hangs in the air as Lomar begins his overnight stay. And even in the daylight, the energy in Dagger Woods feels heavy and intense.
I can't get over the feeling already, dude. Like it's bad. It's one of those spots, if you are a very spiritual person, if you can like read into the emotions that the spot has, you could really feel a lot. You know what I mean? Like if you are an empath, you would feel the way this spot just makes you feel. I don't know if it's just like power of suggestion with the ghost story or the the paranormal history that goes with it, but...
Or if there is truly something in the air. But either way, the feeling is real. Even before nightfall, the woods already have him on edge. Still, Lomar pushes forward with his investigation. As he drives deeper into the woods, he starts using his spirit communication device. Right away, it spits out chilling words like torment and resentment.
Torment.
Torment? Were you tormented here? Is this the Dagger Woods Howler? Woo! Yeah, boy! We made it!
Eventually, he finds a decent place to stop. The rain starts falling as he sets up a tarp for shelter. He's planning to stay until midnight, no matter what happens.
About an hour later, it's about 6 o'clock. Rain started picking up. I got this up just in time. Took a walk down both of these paths. Sadly enough, I couldn't find any open spaces to make a tarp tent. So, yeah, you know what? We set up here where we parked the car. And it's pretty cozy in here, man. It's spacious. I'm dry. It's literally dry. The only thing that I'm kind of gonna have an issue with is gathering firewood. It's probably damp and too far long gone and waterlogged at this point to create any sort of fire. I really was looking forward to doing that. Believe it or not, I have 6 hours to last in this whole entire wilderness that we call Dagger Woods, or the locals call Dagger Woods. 6 hours, man. I have to make it till midnight. And there is a reason behind this. Now an update with Chels.
The only real challenge is finding dry firewood. Most of it's wet, and trying to build a fire in these conditions isn't easy. Still, he's determined.
I collected some firewood in the brief time frame that I had when the rain didn't stop. And as soon as I collected all of these, the rain started coming down, literally as we speak right now. So I am building myself somewhat dry fire, and I'm so happy I got all of this. Like, this is pretty dry from what I'm feeling right now. This one's a little damp, but for the most part, I do have enough to last me a bit.
As he settles into camp, a strange howling echoes through the forest. It's distant but unmistakable, and it signals the beginning of a tense and eerie night. Lomar grabs his spirit box and begins a session, asking directly about the legends tied to Dagger Woods.
Is the Dagger Woods Howler here? The man who killed his wife and buried his wife here? There's a story of a man murdering his wife with a pearl dagger. I've been here before too, and I think I heard the man scream. And a lot of other people say that they can hear someone scream, so is it?
The responses he gets through the box are scattered and cryptic. It mentions things like pirates, ancient times, and a chilling warning: beware of the woman.
Pirates? There were pirates here? You're from ancient times. If you look at it.
Beware of the woman.
Beware of the woman.
Then another unsettling message comes through. My life was taken.
My life was taken.
Your life is taken. Are you the wife?
Voice.
As night fully falls and the darkness wraps around him, the oppressive atmosphere thickens. Lomar becomes more uneasy and decides to set up his spirit bell, a device designed to ring when something physical interacts with it.
No. Like, it's not overly bad, but it is ominous. Kind of oppressive too, the more I'm up here. Okay, the vibes just got real, man. The vibes just got so real. Proximity. So I'm actually gonna place this spirit, I'm gonna place the spirit bell down here, kind of towards, kind of back here. So if it goes off, something touched it.
Suddenly, a loud, aggressive sound pierces the night, a barking or growling noise sharp and deep, bouncing off the trees around him.
What is that? Aggressive dog. What the? Hello?
He hears something shifting in the forest, something heavy moving among the trees.
That came from in here. There's something moving, like in. That's weird, man.
Trying to stay focused, he continues his spirit communication, asking any spirits present to interact with his equipment.
If there's a spirit here with me, can you touch that device? Just have to go up to it. Somebody down there? Spirit? Yo.
Then the bell rings. It goes off without anyone near it, and Lomar freezes. He stares toward the trees but sees nothing. He turns his spirit box back on and starts asking more questions, trying to make sense of the strange events unfolding around him. A short while later, the howling returns, louder this time. Whistling sounds follow, but no source can be found.
There's a weird howling coming from over here. Hello? Hello? Like, I hear it with my ears, and then I turn around and it doesn't happen.
The spirit box suddenly spits out two new names, Cody and Hookman.
Cody. Cody has a message. Cody, who are you? Hookman. Who's the Hookman? Is that a new, like, spirit or an entity? The Hookman? Cody's grieving.
Wanting answers, Lomar decides to explore a nearby path using his night vision camera. As he walks deeper into the forest, a heavy feeling of dread sets in.
Within this area.
Suddenly, he hears growling. Then he sees something, or someone.
Shit. Someone's standing there? Someone's standing there. Hello? That was a spirit. That was a spirit. Like, who else would that be? That was a damn spirit. That was like 9 feet tall. What the f, bro?
Before he can process what he just saw, everything escalates. Aggressive barking erupts nearby, loud and close. It startles both him and his dog, Kia, sending them into full panic.
Fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Fuck. Key, you okay? You okay? You okay? Oh shit, I think she heard that. I think she freaking heard that. What the hell? What the hell? Why is there barking in this forest? There's literally barking in this forest. That scared the shit out of me. It was close.
The spirit box chimes in again at the worst possible moment, lurking, watching.
Watching and waiting. I can't even make that up right now. Lurking, watching, and waiting.
Rattled and unsure what might happen next, he returns to his camp. Sitting in the darkness, surrounded by the oppressive energy, he begins to reflect on what these entities could actually be.
Something is in my vicinity. But like, what is it? Like, is it a dogman? Sasquatch? Like, what if the Daggerwoods Howler is legitimately now, like, his soul was taken and he became like a cryptid being, like, or he joined, like, I have no idea how it works. Like, what if we don't know this about the spiritual realm or the afterlife? Like, what if when you pass away, the state of mind you're in, or like if you're like this evil guy, like, what if your soul doesn't go where it normally goes? Like, what if your soul gets taken over by an evil entity once you get into the afterlife? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if that's what happens to a lot of people and things, and that's what creates a cryptid or creates like evil entities? I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but like, what if they're waiting for you until you get to the other side, and once you cross over and you're done and gone from this earth in this world, that entity attacks you right away? I don't know, depending on where you are, you know, like if I was an evil guy, like that guy that murdered his wife and ran into here, like, what if that spiritual being that they said took over his body, like, what if that spiritual being was waiting for him to run off into here, die somehow, and right when that guy died, that being just pounced on his soul and like trapped him into, like, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that. I feel like I'm so close, I'm onto something right now.
Lomar says, his voice filled with both fear and realization. His sense of fear shoots up when he reviews some night shot photos he took earlier. What he finds leaves him stunned. An eerie image of a tall, humanoid figure with a perfectly round head. It looks like it's either floating or standing unnaturally high off the ground right near his campsite.
Night shot. Okay, this is gonna scare you guys. This is really gonna scare you guys. What I just captured may have been the clearest humanoid I think I've ever captured. The things that I've been seeing with my own eyes, and I've been telling you guys for the past like few weeks, I just caught it. What the hell is that thing, man? What the fuck? I was taking night shots like that way, kind of like where we came from the beginning. This is where the humanoid would have been, right up there. So, for a better understanding, what the fuck? What in the fuck is that thing? Look at that. It's got a round head and it's standing about, I don't know, 15 feet off the ground or floating. Like, what is that? Seriously. What the hell? And it's not in the next one too.
Still shaken from the discovery, and after hearing more strange, animal-like sounds from the direction where the figure was seen, Lomar decides to push forward. He grabs his camera and heads down the dark path once more.
On the battery here, so I'm gonna take this. I'm not gonna go too far, but I'm gonna go down here. Okay, I'm coming down.
The atmosphere grows heavier with each step. Calling out into the night, he tries to make contact again.
Can you mimic that?
Without warning, Lomar is hit by a sudden, sharp pain in his chest. It feels like something invisible has physically struck him, knocking him backward.
I think something spiritual just attacked my chest. Oh, fuck. No. Fuck you. Oh, fuck. Fuck is it? Somebody just... Somebody just knocked me over. I just started tearing. Something literally knocked me over. Who are you?
Something just knocked me over. It literally knocked me down. What the hell? Who are you? Trying to gather himself, he wipes his face and then freezes in terror.
What is that? What is that? Is that blood? No way. I was tearing over there. Did I just tear blood? I just teared blood. We gotta go right now. We gotta go right now. Whatever you are, you have to stay here. That's a first. I literally just tear blood. Oh, don't turn this down.
His voice is shaking as he packs up in a hurry, grabbing his gear and calling for Kia. Whatever you are, you have to stay here, he says out loud, trying to assert control over the situation. He rushes back to the car, gets Kia safely inside, and slams the door shut.
I'm getting out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Something is here and it just attacked me. I don't know where that came from. It's gonna be another one of those nights I'm gonna throw everything in the back and get the fuck out of here. Where did this come from, though?
Lomar leaves Dagger Woods in a panic, clearly rattled by the strange events, the apparent physical attack, and the sight of blood streaming from his eyes. Visibly shaken, he throws his gear into the back of the vehicle, ready to leave everything behind. It's going to be one of those nights, he mutters. I'm not sticking around to find out what happens next.
You want me to return to Dagger Woods? That is incredible. What the? I had that once before, so whoever's with me knows my name. But I never introduced myself tonight.
As he drives away, thinking the worst might be over, the spirit box suddenly speaks again, this time saying something that leaves him completely stunned. Lomar, return. He freezes. The device just said his name, clearly, unmistakably. But he had never once mentioned his name during the entire investigation.